Hello, Cleveland, and everyone from everywhere else. Welcome to your 10-minute TA from the day, or for the day. Hope everyone's doing okay. Let's dive into the charts. From the subtitle, you can see that I am feeling a little more hopeful since the bulls did push upwards and break out over the downward trending resistance here on the 90-minute charts, the bull flag's resistance there, and also the bear flag's resistance here on the 6-hour chart. So here on the 6-hour chart, we're just going to adjust that bear flag a little bit, a wee bit, something like that. Got to adjust it. Now the price has moved. It's still in there. It just looks a little different. And here on the 90-minute, we're just going to pull this resistance down a little bit more. A little more. And we're going to turn it green since it popped up over that. So yeah, let's see if that resistance can now act as support. Just in case we see some downwards moves from here, perhaps this support now will catch price and the bulls can bounce from there if there's some downward moves. However, if this bull flag does play out, well, then we're looking at a measured move of roughly from the bottom here, 105.5. And we're going to move this fib retracement over this way just so it's out of the way. You see that we did come down basically to the 786 retracement there on the fib. You see?
Yeah.
And bounced right out of the golden pocket zone there. Now we're heading back up, but we're not out of the woods yet for this bear flag. The bear flag won't really be invalidated until we can see some movement higher than like 102. If we can get up over 102 again, then we could say that bear flag's been invalidated by putting in a higher high here. But until then, bear flag's still in play, and we can maybe take a measure move down to 86 now. A little bit higher. Keeps getting a little bit higher. Keeps getting a little bit higher. Move that back. All right. Yeah, let's look at the indicators then. So on the 90-minute chart, we are seeing some overbought stochastics. Same thing here on the 6-hour chart, although here on the 6-hour chart, the stochastics are actually 100-100. Sometimes when it gets there, it either bounces, as we can see. Did it get there here? No, it actually didn't there. How about here? No. What about there? There it is. So sometimes when it gets there, it sometimes gets stuck here for a little bit, or it can just bounce right off of there for a little bit. Not for a little bit, but just bounce right back and switch its oscillations back to the downside. So let's see what happens. It might get stuck up there. Now, what would determine if that does? Well, kind of if this one gets stuck up here. Now, the RSI is showing strength. We are still above the signal line. We're not seeing any divergences. It's actually showing strength here as well above the signal line. And here on the daily, also showing strength. Here on the daily, the stochastics are pointing way up, and what we're going to want to see is, for them to continue that upwards trajectory. Now, we are seeing a squeeze on the daily. Now, a squeeze on the Bollinger Band indicates that we are going to have a breakout soon. So it's just started, the squeeze, so maybe a few more days, and then we're going to have a breakout, maybe a week. But a breakout is going to come. To which direction? Can't tell you. That's not what a squeeze tells us. A squeeze tells us that a breakout is coming, not to which direction. We also see the volatility is extremely low here. The lowest that it's been in the last 200 candles. That's how that's measured here on the BBWP. The last 200 candles get measured against the width of the Bollinger Bands currently. And if the Bollinger Bands currently are only wider than 1.5% of other widths going back 200 candles. So it's a squeeze. We're seeing a squeeze here on the daily chart. Now, if the squeeze can break out before this oscillation turns around, great. that may indicate that we're going to see some more upwards movement. However, if this oscillation gets to the top and then comes to the bottom and we start seeing the this little blue here on the Bollinger Bands, that's the squeeze indicator. If we see that blue starting to disappear and the Bollinger Band starting to widen a little bit, well, that would tell us that the squeeze is over. And then we look at the oscillation, which direction the stochastics are going as that's happening, to give us a idea of where the breakout's going to go. Where might it go? Well, it can go as low as 85, like we talked about with this bear flag here on the 6 hour chart. And we also have this squeeze on the 6 hour chart that never really broke out either. So we'll see. We'll see. Got volatility coming up on the 6 hour. Breakouts incoming. There's going to be a breakout soon, whether it's in the next week, whether it's in the next few days, that's up in the air, but a breakout is coming. Now, let's take a quick peek at the 22, just to see what we got going on here. Stochastics look strong on the 22. They are in the currently pushing up in their oscillation, along with RSI being over its signal line, showing strength. We are seeing this almost diamond pattern, though. Not really, because if it was a diamond pattern, it would have stopped here on this push up and kind of kept going. So what this is kind of showing me is maybe a bit of a head and shoulders, like an inverted one. This would be the left shoulder, the right shoulder, and then it would need to form another shoulder, and then it would come up. Now, if that played out, that would have a measured move of roughly up to 98.9. Okay, 98.9 ain't bad. Now, it isn't... oh, you know what? I forgot that I was looking at something earlier and didn't turn our support and resistance lines back on. Now, that would be a good little breakout, bring us up to 99. Now, it wouldn't be 99.6, but that's our next major breakout, our next major resistance level that we need to break up over in order to, you know, keep moving up. This is the next point where we're going to see some major resistance. And if we can break up over it, well, then we have a chance of invalidating this bear flag. We have a chance of pushing up to 104, 105 if this bull flag on the 90-minute chart hits. Now this is the 22. Let me go back to the 90 real quick. There you go. If that bull flag on the 90-minute chart hits, that would be up at 105. And yeah, so basically we're just looking for the bulls to continue the strength right now. The RSI suggests that they will. Stochastics suggest that they will on the daily. However, the volatility is very low. So what we're going to want to see is a breakout over that 99.6 level, which is within the Bollinger Bands of the daily. And that would give us some strength, some hopium to smoke on, to say that this breakout's going to happen. This breakout from the daily is going to happen to the upside. Because, like, hey, if we can get up there over that 99.6, get as high as, you know, into this little Bollinger Band range here, 102's in that range as well. If we can get over 102, even while this is, you know, going sideways on the daily, then we can invalidate this bear flag, quell some of our bearish signals, and hopefully see that move up to 105, which would put us up over that 104 resistance and put us into a good position to push up with this bull flag on the daily. That's still in play. Did not get invalidated. Didn't even really make us move it at all either, because the trend line, the bottom trend line on that bull flag held, so we didn't have to move it. We don't have to move it at all. Alrighty, I'm gonna do that again. So yeah, 104. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna bring out the all-time high, 108, 104, 96, and 93.9. Or 94. Got to change that. All right, I'll do that later. Anyway, so yeah, let's look out for the bulls to maintain their strength and push up. Sideways movement on the daily, but that sideways movement still incorporates basically what we need to see to invalidate this bear flag. Hopefully this bull flag on the 90-minute takes off. Let's watch and see. Let's, we'll be watching you, Bitcoin. And thank you for watching this video. If you've gotten this far, give me a like, a subscribe, a follow, whatever. Music has been provided by Luminist, Veloa, and Sax Squatch. Much love. See y'all later.